Hey, so for my specialization, I've been doing rigging. I realized I need to touch on something else as well. So I got Kayla to animate this panther that I rigged, partially to see how it went handing it to someone else to get it animated, um, but also because I need to test putting things from Mayart into Unreal, as that's what our final project is going to be doing, and that's how we'll be running it. Is part of the pipeline will be through animation rigging in Maya. I was considering using art tools, but that's probably something I'll look into um, over the holidays and see how that's going to work with robots and if it's going to work well, getting robots to work that way. But for now, um, I went on the Unreal website, which was pretty useful, but it's talking about using bone, the skeleton system and the bones, which works, um, except that the way this has been referenced in, there is no actual skeleton system that I could find. So the way that I had to do it was if you go, you can bake the simulation to it, which puts the whole movement across there. Um, to the actual mesh rather than adding it to just the bones, um, which will work for what we'll be using it for our final project with the robots, as um, each individual scene will be um, animated separately and referenced in the same way that this panther has been, as Kayla is the person that will be animating the majority of it. You can then export the selection, which you need to do as an FBX. You want to make sure you've got animation ticked, and you want to make sure you've got bake animation. Um, Set it to 5 and 24. Um, when it does that, it deforms the models. The rest of it I've left the same. Um, Name it, put it in your location of choice, and um, then export it. From there, um, oh, I forgot to open this. That's right, we'll get this done quickly. It's a pretty simple process of bringing it in and importing it into Unreal. Um, cool. So large empty area. Pretty sure that direction. So we will import. As you can see, I did a few tests to get this working, as um, I need to make sure it does work. Um, these three, um, I haven't deleted them because I don't know exactly what's needed from them. But if you place that in there and play it, you can see that it'll start looping that animation over and over, um, which looks a bit disjointed, uh, but so far is pretty much what we're after. Um, and it works beautifully for what we wanted with the Panther, getting that um, animation loop in there. So I'll be trying out putting in some different uh, animation sets, and seeing if I can get it to go between them. Although this shouldn't be too big of an issue, as we do have a lot of shots in our final project. So um, doing it this way should work, as long as it doesn't try and play the animation all in the one spot and not move it anywhere. Um, Website that I went to for teaching me how to bake, um, animations is this one. Older version of Maya, but it's still in essence is the same thing. And so for now, I'll leave it there.